morning, good morning, good morning. How you guys doing, man? I hope you're feeling good. Hope you're feeling good. Let's get today started. So on today's video, what I actually want to do is slowly start working on, I want to slowly start to work on this guy right here, just this side. I'm going to go ahead and grab the DA and start to sand down and get it as smooth as possible so that I know exactly how much more fiberglass I'm gonna need to put down in order to get it, even though this side needs some work too, but just to get it as smooth as a line as this one is. Because you can see this one is, it's bumpy, and when we filled it the first time with fiberglass, we obviously didn't give it any kind of straight line. So let me go ahead and grab what I hope and think is going to be needed, and we are going to get going. Luckily, like I said, this side still needs work, but I can try to mirror what needs to be done on this side as well. Got 80, 120, 240, and the DA. Now remember, we are dealing with fiberglass, so even with Bondo, you don't want to sit there and breathe it all in. But because it's fiberglass, I'm gonna go ahead and just grab a bandana, put it around my nose so that I'm not breathing in all that nastiness. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with 80 grit first and see what we can knock off with it, and then I'll go down to the 120 and then the 240 after that. You can see we're starting to get somewhat of a straighter line. There, obviously I'm gonna have to put some more and, you know, work that all in. Here, so for a second I was getting actually confused with the body line, but I could see that here it actually slightly goes up, meaning I thought that this, where my finger is tapping, I thought it was actually flat. And it's not flat. It actually has like a 45-degree angle, and then this here has like a 90-degree angle. Yeah, so here you have it flat. On this back little corner from my finger to my thumb, it's flat, but then from pointer up, it's got a 45-degree angle. You could see it there. There we go, that's better. This is flat right here on the left, and then it goes up to a 45. So here I have to work on making this area flat and then working it up to a little bit of like a 45-degree angle around this area. I have to kind of look as to how far and where I need to start making that 45, which it looks, it's about in this area is where the 45 needs to start to go up, about where my finger's at. But so far we're doing all right, man. So far it's looking okay. I'm still using the 80, and like I said, after the 80 I'm gonna go down to the, I'm gonna go up to the 120, but I'm trying to knock off as much as I can first before I move up. Also gonna have to probably use the belt sander, the thin belt sander, to get into this crevice here, into this what would you call that, water jam, trunk jam. I'll tell y'all something, man, I'm getting kind of hungry. Also, I've never done body work myself. I've never done body work myself. You guys saw in previous videos that I was working with Will. So now I'm literally just learning everything as I go, little by little. I'll look at YouTube videos and I'll try to get ideas and pointers on certain things. But for the most part, this is me doing it on my own. So don't hate me, but I'm learning. grabbed the thin belt sander, so I'm gonna go ahead and give this a try and really try to get into that crevice that I was showing you. Like I said, with this guy, I'm gonna try to get into this crevice here to try and smooth that out and see what else needs to be worked on. So put you guys back on the tripod and continue with this guy. So you can't see it that good on camera, but I was able to do a good amount with the thin belt sander. It's much more smoother. Sorry, it's a lot more smoother. There's still a little bit that could get, you know, fixed and smoothed out a little bit more, but I think for the most part it's pretty decently smooth. I'm gonna continue here on this edge and on this upper edge here, this drip rail, I guess you can call it, and try to get it a little bit smoother so that I have to come back, so that when I come back I'll have to reapply a little bit more fiberglass on a couple of these edges to, you know, make it super smooth. But we're getting somewhere. It is looking better than what it did before, for sure. I'm sure I'm gonna have to do a good portion of it by actual hand to get it even smoother, but that's just the price of wanting things to look correct. So I'm gonna mess around with this a little bit and do it by hand and see how much further I can get. And for those wondering if I finished the trunk where the wheel well is, no, I have not finished welding. Some of you might know or may not, but I'm leaving on tour in the next couple days for about 2 months, and hopefully in those 2 months my buddy Javier is going to come back and finish up the welding. So that's the plan. Well, it looks like the little teeth that are on this little pad, that the Velcro that hold the sanding pad onto it, they're just, I guess, old and wasted. There's like barely anything there for the sandpaper Velcro part to hold onto, so it's not holding on to the sandpaper anymore. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to do a little bit by hand, and that's gonna suck. So by me looking at that side, it looks like there's about a ½ inch from this top to where the 45-degree angle meets. So you have the 90 which is this part, and then you have a 45, which comes here. So in this space, you have about half an inch. So I need to get about a half inch of 90 degree so that my 45 degree can meet up, if that makes any sense. Let me show you guys what I was talking about. You have this flat part, which my thumb is riding on, which is about 45 degrees. I'm sorry, which is your 90. And like I said, it's about a half inch all the way up and down. And then you have this 45 that meets up to that 90. So 45, 90, it's about a half inch, which is what I'm trying to build over here. About a half inch, and then the 45 is gonna meet up to it. All right, it's hard to tell because I don't, my compressor's not working and I wanted to blow off, all the sand, but I am building that 90 degree wall and that 45 degree angle, and it's actually coming out pretty decent. I'm not mad at it. I like what I see so far. It's hard to tell on camera, but in person you could see. One little spot right here that's just bothering my eyeball. Sorry if it's shaky. I'm holding it with one hand and sanding with the other. This little part here just looks like it needs to go down some more. I just remembered I have my little compressor in the back, but let me now see if I can find the tool to actually blow off the dust. Aha, found it. Let's go get the little compressor, bring it over here, and blow that off real quick. So I went ahead and, you guys saw, blew it off with the compressor, and then I came back just now with a rag, a wet rag, damp rag, and just wiped it down so that you can kind of see what I'm talking about. You see that 90 drop and then the 45, damn it, there we go. You see the 90 degree and then the 45 drop. So obviously it still needs a lot more attention, but we're getting somewhere. The line in the actual, this line here is looking better, so we're getting somewhere, guys. We are getting somewhere, little by little. I think that's gonna be it for today for now. Unfortunately I have to run. I don't think I'm gonna have time to come back and continue, and again, if I don't get any videos out, man, if I don't get any videos out in the next couple weeks, don't leave. Just please stick around. Like I said, I have to leave town for about a month and a half, almost 2 months, on tour with my artist, so I'm not going to be able to create, obviously, content. But as soon as I get back, man, we're rocking and rolling again. So stick around. We'll be back. Don't leave me. As always, thank you guys, man, for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good jazz, man. You guys know the vibes. Chase the dream, not the competition. Peace, y'all.